Hey guys, welcome to the I Am the Possible podcast experience. The experience. Guys, I've been away for quite some time, and a lot has happened and a lot is happening. And I'm certainly going to get into all of those things at some point in time. Not necessarily today, but I certainly will get into those things, sharing parts of my journey, things that I've learned, things that I've experienced. A lot has to do with just me getting healthy mentally. So we're going to be diving into a lot of mental health, a lot of mental healing, just a journey within, unpacking some of those things and just sharing my life in an effort that it might give life to someone out there listening. But today I just want to kind of lay a quick foundation of sort of where I am in terms of how I've evolved and the way that I see the world. I won't take up much time. And then I just want to share an idea with the intention that this idea might inspire greater awareness, greater authenticity, and ultimately a greater ascension within you. As I think about my life and I think about the contribution that I want to create in this world, and I want to really be in this world, right? I believe that we are all contributions created by God to not only make a contribution, but to literally be a contribution. I believe that life creates life. I believe that life inspires life. I believe that we are all sort of that candle that's been lit. And, we are to lean into the next candle. You may say the next generation or whatever you may say it is, but sort of like an illustration, right? That candle that's lit that leans in to light another candle. And then that candle leans in to light the next candle. And sort of with that on my mind and on my heart, I just wanted to really share that ultimately my life's intention and my life's work in some form or fashion, right? There's a million different ways to go about it. Whether it's creating content, whether it's videos, podcast episodes, live teachings, whatever it might be. But ultimately, I believe that my work in this world is to be an idea that shares ideas that inspiring ideas in other ideas. In case that went over your head or in case that sounded really weird, let me just break it down. My faith tells me we're all informed by some sort of faith. We all believe in something. So my faith in Christ tells me that I began in the mind of God, the idea of God, literally. Let us create man in our likeness and our image. You began as an idea in the mind or the imagination of God, our creator. God had an idea called humanity, and we came to be. As God's idea, we have ideas. Some say a spark of genius. Some say innovation. Some say, simply, I have an idea and I want to create something. I want to do something in the world. And so us being God's idea, full of ideas. Have you ever noticed that those ideas start in the mind and then they manifest in the material? And then the rest of us behold or witness those ideas that have been created. And through us witnessing those ideas that were created, we are given ideas of our own. And then we start the process of what is called innovation. We're simply taking what's already been created and we're finding new creative ways to recreate it. So that's really all I'm really saying, right? I am an idea with ideas, purpose to be created, so that when other people see my ideas that have been created, they go off and get inspired to create their own ideas, and the cycle continues. Ideas, full of ideas, bringing to life ideas that inspire ideas in other ideas that continue the cycle. I just wanted to share that because that literally inspires me even as I explain it. So with that in mind, the new approach to this podcast and the new approach to my work in the world, and it may change, I'm fluid, I flow. But in this season right now, what feels most authentic to me, what feels most real to me, what feels most genuine to me is to be a part of contributing ideas that inspiring ideas within you, again, that might result in a greater awareness of who and what you are, a greater authenticity to what and who you are, and a greater ascension of who and what you are. That's my intention. I can't control it. All I can control is the sharing. All I can control is the channeling, in a sense. As I pray, as I meditate, as I get with God and God gives me these ideas, then my job is to simply share those ideas, to live those ideas, to embrace those ideas, and to allow those ideas to work in my own life as an example to others, but then to share those ideas with others for the benefit of others. So, with that being said, I want to present today's idea. You're making it up. You're making it up. Whatever it is, you're making it up. I want you to imagine I set a glass before you and I began to pour water into that glass. And I fill up that glass about halfway. And I ask you the question, is that glass half empty or is that glass half full? And you give me an answer. Well, is your answer right or wrong? I mean, think about it. No matter what your answer is it right or is it wrong? It's neither. It's subjective. That means that to you, whatever you say it is, it is. You made up the meaning. I can't give you the meaning. You're the only one that is able to truly give this glass of half-filled water the meaning. You're making it up. If you were to say that it's half empty, then you have to live by that. If you said that it's half full, you have to live by that. See, we're truly in this land of make believe. Whatever you make it to mean, you believe it and you proceed accordingly. That's the idea. You're a makeup artist. You have a canvas called life. You have a face called life, however you want to imagine it, right? With every situation that's set before you, you get to make it up. And here's the catch. You are making it up. It's what you're doing anyway. You've always been doing it. You're doing it now. You're going to do it today, and you're going to forever do it because God has given us this great gift called choice. You're going to make it up. Now, I'm not going to deep dive into all of the whys and the hows. I just want to share the idea. Ideas inspire ideas. And sometimes it's about simplicity, just simply the idea. With every situation that is set before you, here's how it goes. I set a situation before you, and you enter the land of make-believe. Remember Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, right? That little land of make-believe where the little choo-choo train would go through the tunnel, and then it would come into this new land full of wonder and amazement. Well, that's called your mind. That's called your imagination. Each of us are playing in this land of make-believe each and every day, every time something is set before us. Now, on average, they say that we make about 30,000 decisions a day. Most of those decisions are unconscious and subconscious, but there are a handful of decisions that you will make every day that are conscious decisions, deliberate. You're giving it some thought. And when you give it thought, you are assigning it a meaning, just like the glass of water. What does it mean to you? And whatever you believe it to be, whatever you assign it, whatever meaning you give it, it is. It's true for you. Remember, one earth, infinite worlds. The world is within us. It's your land of make-believe. It's your world. And you will live according to your rules. That's the reality of this thing. Reality is subjective. Meaning is subjective. You're living in the land of make-believe. You're making it all up. And so when the situation is set before you, you give it a meaning. This means this to me, whether you're conscious of it or not. The mind goes right into this means this. And based upon the meaning that you give it, you're going to then make a decision. You're going to choose something. You're going to take some course of action. Even no action is action. So with that situation, you're going to give it a meaning, and then you're going to decide. You're going to make a decision. And whatever that decision is, you're going to give that decision a meaning. I'm making this decision because of X, Y, and Z. And then when you make that decision, with every decision, there is an outcome. There is a result. And when that result manifests, when that outcome is, then you're going to assign that a meaning 3 times. The situation to me means this. Because it means this, I'm going to decide this, and my decision means this. And then the outcome comes, the result comes, and then you say to yourself, that result means this. Try it out. Play it out today. Watch. Now that it's in your consciousness, now that it's now that the idea has been presented, watch how aware you become to this process. Once you see it, your eyes can't unsee it. You're making it up. The land of make-believe. And so with this awareness, with this idea, I want to encourage you. Allow this awareness to inspire you. That means you get to make up. You're already making it up, but now consciously, you get to make up whatever something means. Again, I'm not getting into the weeds of it. Of course, there are situations that trigger emotions and all of that stuff. Listen, I'm just giving you the raw materials. I want you to build. I want you to create. I want you to imagine. So I'm not going to get into the weeds of how it all breaks down. Just this idea. Allow it to inspire you. Allow it to, help you to regain and reclaim your imagination. Some of us are using our imagination against ourselves. Use it for yourself. Use it for your good. Use it for your construction rather than your destruction. Allow this awareness to help you to allow yourself to reimagine what you believe. Your beliefs are dictating your behavior. If you don't like your behavior, if you don't like the way that you're operating in life, the way that you're doing life, the way that life is happening, you get to reimagine what you believe. Thus, you get to re-engineer your own behavior. You get to reprogram the computer. You get to drop some new information, some new data. You get to do this thing. Let it empower you. Let it enrich you. Finally, dare to imagine, dare to believe that with every situation, no matter the situation, and with every decision that you make, no matter the decision that you make, and with every outcome, no matter what the outcome is, imagine that it's working to your good. Imagine that life is inviting you to advance beyond the imaginary walls and to ascend above the imaginary ceilings that you yourself once created by a version of you, a version that was not as aware nor as authentic, not as enlightened, not as inspired as you are in this very moment. I offer this idea to you with the intention that it might inspire a greater awareness, a greater authenticity, and a greater ascension within you. This is Treveal C.W. Lynch. This is the I Am the Possible podcast. Experience the experience.